Greetings everyone and welcome back to Thea the Awakening, where in the last episode we finished off with a rather sad moment and also a somewhat terrifying moment as well. We have discovered the ancient tomb. Now we have begun the divine quest. Now the divine quest is an optional quest, and in that, as a result, it does tend to have slightly higher requirements than the main quest, which is the Cosmic Tree quest. Now, we have the Cosmic Tree quest down there. We could head on down. I'm not thus inclined at the moment. Instead, let's have a quick look at what we've got available to us, and perhaps what we're going to unlock and do with this. Now, currently we've got one-handed swords open to us, which is always very, very nice. If we were to unlock jewelry, now there's a lot of things that we could make in jewelry. Typically, jewelry needs a metal, wood, bone, or a amber of some sort, but it requires a lot of coal or some wicker as the catalyst. It is an expensive thing to make because of the catalyst, primarily. So maybe we should hold off on that just for a little bit at the very least. Now we could, of course, go with this instead. We do have spider silk as something that we could gather. That would be very nice. Well, actually, let's have a look around. What would we want to gather for all of this? We could gather... Generally speaking, I'm going to say spider silk is the better thing for us to grab. We could also use the elven wood for making the well itself, but generally speaking, I would say that it would be better if we used one of the better crafting components. So with that in mind, we're going to unlock quartz. Now that has given us access to granite, and it has also given us access to obsidian. Now obsidian is, I believe this allows you to get goblins. I think you can attract goblins by making things out of obsidian. I could be wrong about that though, but we do need granite for these larger structures that we are ultimately going to want to make. Now unfortunately our gatherers here, well, they've got an awful lot of weight here. Much more weight than they really know what to do with. Now at the moment that isn't terrible, but it does mean that we're going to be breaking the party and we're going to start moving on. Now, having too much weight does not mean that you can't move, but it does mean that you'll move much, much slower. So we'll have a malice to the distance that we can walk for now. But for the time being, I think that should be, generally speaking, alright. Now, in terms of crafting, we're still working on amethyst swords. Let's go and have a look at these. We've got an amethyst sword here that is a bad quality amethyst sword. Much sadness. Significant sadness, actually. Let's turn that off. In terms of these swords, honestly, we're more or less making them so that we can break them down. In fact, to that end, let's get rid of the bad quality amethyst sword straight away. There we go. Goodbye, you. Now, we could get rid of it. No. See, these are fantastically heavy things. I think we are going to just break all of them down. There we go. We don't need them. We are going to keep hold of these swords, though. This one is particularly nice because it's light, but honestly, against... I don't think we're ever going to really want that. We'll get rid of it. And in fact, I don't think we want that axe. Two-handed axes, yes. One-handed, not so much. This is useful, though, as is this because of the piercing damage it can do. Alright, I think we'll hang tight with that. Now we've got a little bit more for us to do. In terms of food back at Dapper Dell, I don't think we need to worry about anything for the time being. And you guys have got enough food and more than enough wood for quite some time. Right, let's go and check out this ruin.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
Indeed. Let's have a search.
You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise. Then, a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Shouldn't be too hard. Let's get into this fight. One skeleton, 4 hulking rats. Won't be much of a problem for us. Alright, our turn first as well, so that's especially nice. Let's get Casey out there. Hulking rat, not a threat. We're going to do a little bit of extra damage. More just to annoy you more than anything else, really. Okay, now you... drat. to Dam and Blast. Well, it won't matter. We'll easily kill you. In fact, so confident am I that I'm going to give you just a bonus just for the sake of it, really. We could use... Well, if it's going to be Hulking Rats, so... You got counter offense? We do not. Alright, we'll just take out a Hulking Rat. That's fine. And then we will... Well, that rat is going to be going down pretty soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you move to first action. And this way we're going to wipe out everything that's left alive in the state of play. There we go. And on the second round, or second phase rather, I always get those two terms, rounds and phases.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
It's not great either. We're going to break that one down. But we will take all of this. Take this stuff and leave this place. We don't want the extra weight right now. We're actually struggling with the weight that we've got. Alright, we'll spend the night here. Not much more for us to do. And there we go.
The air around you grows stale, and a black cat crosses your path.
Oh dear. Okay, this could be a sign of trouble.
Black cats are known associates of witches, or worse. But then again, several well-meaning spirits take such form, so this could go either way, really.
If only we had someone who was particularly good with folklore or magic. Fortune favours the bold.
You continue your journey in hopes it was just a cat.
Yeah, continue on.
As soon as you cross the line where the cat has run, you feel a blessing upon your group. The cat must have been a Dola, a friendly guardian demon.
Thank you very much, friendly guardian demon. We have got plus 5 dexterity for 20 turns. That's a long time. That's like an episode's worth. Easily. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's go and get it broken down now. And this is part of what you're going to be doing with any kind of crafting that you're doing in large part to gather extra research points. Now, in terms of shields, we could make a couple of these, and I wouldn't be against it, but we lack decent things. Well, we could make it out of bone, I suppose. It's going to be reasonably heavy, though. Still, 5 research each isn't terrible. 8 research each is actually quite a lot better. Maybe. Let's have a look at some of the other things we can make. We can make some light armors. Shall we see what we could make them out of, perhaps? We could only make 2 of those. Unfortunately, we're only going to make 2 full stop. We could make a scaled coat, though. 9 armor, 1 shielding, 1 dexterity. 13 research each. That's actually quite reasonable. Sure. Let's get those made, please. Those will actually be keeping. Now, on with you to Goblin Town. And let's join in.
You approach a small, well-hidden village inhabited by goblins. The settlement is stowed away in one of the many craters left by the Age of Darkness. You see a wooden palisade, several huts, and a central stone-built monument. Perhaps a shrine of some sort.
Well, we were invited here, so we're going to go closer.
You get in a bit closer, but the village is well hidden from your prying eyes.
Scouts, gather more intel, please.
Your scouts sneak upon the settlement and report that there are at least several warriors stationed around the village and more inside, including some boar riders and someone that looks like a shaman. They also report the village seems opulent with food and animal skins. There is a herb garden, an orchard, and they saw a large amount of meat drying in the courtyard.
Well, we were asked not to bring trouble, so we're going to approach the village to talk.
You come closer to the settlement with your weapons at the ready, just in case. Several guards step out from the village and block your way. One speaks up, looking around nervously. Who goes?
We passed your silly test and got directions here. There was supposed to be a party. Yeah, we'll be honest about it.
The goblins murmur amongst each other, but before they give you an answer, a really fat, old grey-haired goblin slithers in front of them and speaks. Oh, our mad Godric's little toy. That shaman of ours. He's one crazy fella. Genius, though, you know. So, you mastered his contraption. Wonderful. We must celebrate indeed.
Hooray!
And I must give him a good old slap for bringing random folks into our village.
Well, I mean,
but
that seems fair.
As luck has it, we do need the aid of strangers, if you're interested.
Why do you need our aid?
So, in short, we have a slight problem with our mineral supply. You see, there is a little quarry not far from here, and it's owned by this funny demon type, the treasurer it calls itself. And you see, this fella is industrious. Instead of going around doing demon stuff, he's made a great business. But then he went and died, and his bigot son has taken over.
What? Bigot son? Why do you say that? And also, demons have children?
The goblin scratched his head and shrugged his sluggish shoulders. Well, do you know what? I never wondered about how these ones procreate.
Fair
They
point.
look kind of like shrunken dwarves, so I guess they have all the bits. Anyway, the point being, the son tells us he will not trade with immigrants.
Really? Did he build a wall as well?
I know, right? The cheek of it. I was born on this land, and my family goes back 7 generations, you know.
That's right, stand up for yourself.
We survived the darkness. We worked the land. We kept the Easterlands going, and this fella tells me he won't trade with foreigners.
That is ridiculous. So what can we do?
It's easy. Talk some sense into the stupid treasurer. Convince him to trade with us, please. And if you do, we will reward you dearly, and we can open up trading between our villages as well. We have food, excellent leather workers, unique supply of monster bones, and much more.
Right, convince the bigoted treasurer demon to trade with you. Sounds easy. We'll do it.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here are the directions. Without them, you cannot actually find the place. A demon's safety issue. Good luck, and whatever happens, here is a small token of our gratitude.
Now that is dapper. Win or lose, succeed or fail. Thanks for trying. Well done, you. I approve. Okay, that's actually not too far away as well, which is rather nice. Right, we're going to need to wander out and head on down to Dapper Dell now, because they've got a little bit of a problem. They've got a bunch of rats. How many? 5 unliving rats. That can actually be a bit of a tricky situation for them. Hopefully they don't attack.
You are ambushed by a shadow giant and his minions. You feel a gust of cold air as they approach, and you know they are filled with the darkness. The giant whispers, his voice ringing in your ears like an ice pick. Give me your souls.
And in fact, you must kill these fiends and try to get their leader out anyway. You can sacrifice one party member to let the rest of you run away. This is death. There is no way around it. It is death. Those are 2 orange skulls. That's the color that comes after you get all the way through the ranks of white skulls. We've already lost 1 person on this trip. But for the rest to survive, there are 8 people here. 7 of them can live. It pains me to do this, but this is the Thea equivalent of staring down a nuclear missile about to land on your settlement, but happening to know that if 1 person out of the millions that are about to die volunteers to end their life, the missile will redirect itself and blow up harmlessly in space. Please don't be absurd, please.
You sacrifice one
Casey,
of your
goodbye.
own people to allow the rest to live. The shadow giant seems to accept this and does not attack the rest of you.
Rip, Casey. Better get out of here. Left click dismantle. Can we dismantle? No, we can't.
The encounter with the Mroki made you feel stronger in your willpower.
Really? Casey feels stronger? Well, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Casey made the ultimate sacrifice. Casey alone stood to bar the path. Assured the others go on without. They made their choice, forced the others to leave. Fitz saw the sense in what Casey was doing. The others were trying to resist, but Fitz rallied them and led them away. Shared a momentary glance back at Casey. Casey nodded in quiet resignation to the task ahead and turned to commit ritual suicide before the giant, and thus appeased their bloodlust, and the others escaped. Oh well, at least something good happened. No, that is not an oh well, something good happened. Okay, it's really hammering down on us now, isn't it? Okay, we're down to 7. From 9 to 7. Please don't be another shadow giant. Come across an old tower that looks like it's been abandoned for a while. It's layered with cobwebs and dust. and there is an overwhelming chill coming from within. We'll go in and have a look. You enter to find a ragged band of angry scavengers inside. We'll use tactics to outsmart them. Begin combat. Let's hope that we've got people who are tactical. It does appear that we do. Oxherd, you're pretty much everything ill. So, you're our ace in the hole. Ouch. That was annoying? Pretty annoying. Yeah. Yeah, that was super annoying, actually. Well. And rat, as the saying goes. Well, we've got a first action here that we can use that may come in very, very handy. Only problem here is, Rivsung, you'll be taken out if I play you and they move in. Problem here is that if both of these attacked Oxherd, Oxherd would die. I could shield Oxherd, but Obsidia is going to be such a good card to play. Okay, we're going to shield Oxherd with 8. That's going to get you past the initial attack. Okay, it's nasty, but we can manage it. We can. Right. Rivsung, let's get you into play. Followed by... I want to shield you so badly. The issue here is Rivsung could do a lot of damage on the first round. They'll do a decent amount of damage there, to be fair. We're going to give you a little bit of extra life, Rivsung. That's a rough card to deal with. Okay. Now you guys are going to basically be cannon fodder for Obsidian Mist to get one good hit in. Okay. Not nice. Okay, decent attack. Oh, very good for us, actually. Fantastically good for us. Oxherd, you get another attack. Please pick the same one. No, that was unfortunate. You split your damage. Very unfortunate. But we've taken one down. And almost taken a second one down as well. But they're going to maintain those wounds. Alright. Liam, you've got a lot. An awful lot of survivability there. Unfortunate, once again. Wrong side there. But I think we've got this. There's 3 cards versus... R5. Painful, but alright. What we can do here, I can't boost you, but I can get you to get the first attack in. Now, a lot of this comes down... Well, actually, you've got enough that both of them attacking you will still mean that you're going to take this card out on the next turn. You'll take that one out, you'll do a good bit of damage, and then we'll step in, mop up if needed. But quite likely that we won't need to. Oh, that's fantastic. They split their damage. The fools. Didn't they just learn from our own situation there? No, we've got this one. Okay, so tactically, we've won. The fight was tough, but you won. The scavengers are either dead or running for their lives. Apart from some loot, you discover they had a prisoner. The prisoner is in bad shape, but may make it yet. I don't think they will if we're getting this screen. We'll see. Good, take the prisoner. Did we get... a prisoner or not? I don't think we did, unless it was a child. No, had we had someone there to help us, we might have saved them, but alas, no. Also, we've got a lot of gear because Casey thrust their equipment into the hands of the remaining party. He's like, no, we're not going to lose these to the darkness. Casey faced the darkness alone, naked, well, except for their undergarments. They didn't strip those off, just the armor and their arms. Casey, hero, you will be remembered. However, we have got a much better weapon here. You're not going to be able to equip that one though, not with the sword that you've got. How about you? Yeah, easily, Poison would be nicer, I think. Fits. Okay, you to have an upgrade. I mean, you'd lose the poison, and that poison is quite a beastly amount too. That shield is amazing, so we're not going to find a better one. But armor-wise, maybe. No, we're not. You've already got pretty solid armor then. Sure, we'll get a little bit of extra armor there. Distraction and speech. Alright. It's not bad. Yes, please, we'll upgrade that. And I think for the most part, people have nothing else really to equip. Though you, wow, you know what, Kenneth, you're getting quite strong now. Have we got better armor for you? No, we don't. I don't think so, anyway. In terms of your spear, have we got a better spear? No, very unlikely we're going to find a better one than what you're currently wielding. Is this a better sword, though? I would say not. I would say not. Having a life leech, though, would be very good. Having a life leech on Oxherd would be even better. Has anyone already got life leech? No. Well, I mean, this thing does 9 damage, but I could swap that for something like this, give you some extra shielding. Yeah, Oxherd with the shield would be quite intimidating. We've got 16 shielding as well. It's not a small amount of shielding. Yeah, I think that's a better up. I think that is an upgrade for you. In terms of everything else, now, this shield's not bad, but it doesn't have quite the same amount of shielding, so we're going to move on from that. You're currently wielding a two-handed sword. Could we get you something a little better? Perhaps. Not quite the same amount of damage, but good shielding and a dexterity boost. Plus, gives us a little room. No. Almost. Very nearly have enough room there for a shield. So close. Oh, actually... Oh no, it was armor that we were looking at there. Well, you might have room for some better armor, perhaps. I don't think we've got something better than that, though. Yes, we do. Take it back. That's fairly solid armor, actually. Alright, you get a bit of an upgrade, then. Now, we've got piercing weapon here. Only 7 damage, though. Have we got something better for you? We might well do. Yes, we do. And you can just equip it. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. We need to get you some better gear here, though. I'm very strongly considering giving someone else this, but the thing is it's heavy for a tool and gives such a little bonus that just giving it to Oxherd, just for those rare occasions where having crafting in the expedition party would be useful, is worth it. Oh dear. No? Well, we could. It's only a 2 skull, sure. We're just going to have to straight up fight it though. 3 wolves. Opponent's turn. That's fine for now. Let's get in there. You're going to be dead on the next turn. And let's follow up. Now that we're getting some decent shielding on our unit, it's becoming exceptionally dangerous for the enemy. Sure, we'll pop you down. If you can get some decent shielding, then you can just survive the first volley. It's really, really good. Let's pop you down there because this one, the reason why I wanted to move Manu down here is 6 is more than 5, so we'll wipe this out. But 15 there, take you out. Fitz can then finish off the last wolf. We don't even need Oxherd. Oxherd can just, you know, you can rest this one out. You've done a lot of work. There we go. And the amber is actually quite nice. Sure, not a bad one there. Could we get down here? That's going to be a difficult fight. You know what? I think
you come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch. The corpse is literally stomped into the ground.
Okay, so
you search the corpse and find some of its belongings still intact. Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
We have the loot, just run for it. No reason. We're literally there. Let's just get into Dapper Dell. Oh my lord. Oh, rough times these have been. Okay, we've done what we wanted to do. We got out there. We got a couple of things. Now, we're currently making bigos out of vegetables and meat. We've got more than enough herbs. So let's make some things out of... just some cooked greens, I think. Sure. We'll have that one on infinite production. I would like... we could have some fruits and herbs. No, we couldn't. We could have... sure, some seaweed. See what we can make there. Probably some more cooked greens. That's fine. Once again, infinite production. And you should... Oh, you're just shy of having enough. Well, I could get a couple of people to help out with that. Just push it over the threshold there. We don't need all of those gatherers there because we've got amazing gatherers here. Though realistically, we don't need these gatherers here. I need to create a small party that can go out and just drop off some gatherers at a gathering point in the day, very early in the day, where they're unlikely to be molested by monsters, and then just leave them to work on that. Now, in terms of our inventory, what do we want to get rid of? Because we've got a lot of stuff that we could get rid of. Now, this is a pretty amazing one. So we're going to get rid of that. Hopefully get some darkwood and amber out of it. It's a good quality shield, to be fair. Of these two, I think we'll get rid of both. We want the materials more than anything else. That is a very nice shield, though. And there's light, too. We don't need this one. In terms of this staff, it's really not worth anything but the amber that it's made of. We'll get rid of you. There we go. Let's work our way down. We've got some nice shields. The one-handed shields at the moment I'll keep, though this amethyst sword does need to go. It's too heavy to be of any real use to us. Yeah, the same for this, I'm going to say. We've got some decent ones here. Yeah, I'll keep those two. In fact, all three of these. Sure. The hatchet can go. In fact, all of... Well, no, we'll keep you just because of the poison damage, but that definitely... We don't want that weighty weapon there. This double axe is worth keeping it. And this... Oh, such a heavy weapon. But worth it, perhaps. 9 and 3. 9 and 3 and 2 of those, so no, actually. We're going to get rid of that. There we go. We're clearing out our gear for now. Yeah, we'll be getting rid of this. It's the heavier of the two. That's beautiful. And this is quite a good weapon for its weight. Yeah, we'll keep those. Those are obviously really nice. As is this one, realistically speaking. Now, in terms of weight, shadow armor is very nice. I think we'll keep all the rest. Now, if we have a look at our materials, not a great deal. We've got a bunch of quartz that we can now use for building anything, which is good. We've got 15 coal. Let's turn that off. Well, some more poisoned swords would be useful to us. You cannot carry that, which is a shame, because I would love for you to have this. You've got 4 in medic. Sean, you're swapping shields. You're now going to have a 7 medic and some folklore as well. That is going to be especially useful to us. Can I replace this? 7 and 2 for only 66. No. I mean, we could use it, but it wouldn't be any real benefit to us. No, we haven't got any better armor for you. So, Sean, that's fine for now. You don't have the strength to really carry anything else, so that's fine as well. Now, in terms of ranged weaponry, just a little bit too heavy. Bit of a pain, that one, but you've got room to spare, so sure. Mind you, that is an 8. Is that better than yours? By a little bit, yes. So, Rivsung, you get this one instead. Right, Sarah, now, you're currently wielding a rather hefty weapon. It's beautiful, to be certain. we'd drop a chunk of damage, but we would gain poison in exchange. Do we care for that? Maybe. We might want that. This is a particularly good version of that shield, so we'll keep that one. Could upgrade your armor, perhaps. Rivsung already has pretty awesome armor, so sure, let's upgrade your armor. You've got a little bit more shielding now. It's always nice to see. The fact that we've already lost so many people. It really did go from bad to worse very quickly. Now these are beautiful weapons. Yeah, that's a straight upgrade. We don't have any special modifiers there, but it's a decent weapon all the same. More or less the same weight. We're not going to get better than that, and we're definitely not going to get better than Dragonfly Song. That's just not going to happen. So now, in terms of damage, whilst this is lighter, that 4 poison is just amazing, absolutely amazing. But you're also reasonably light. You might be able to get. No, you're not going to wear one of those, obviously, but we could definitely get you some extra armor there. Very nice. 22 armor now on Kenneth. Very nice. The only thing Kenneth lacks is shielding. Do I want Kenneth to have shield? I do. I'll be honest, there's a very big part of me that feels that Kenneth having shielding is kind of an important thing. As much as Kenneth being able to stab people is nice, Kenneth having a shield is even more important. Let's drop that in exchange and see if there's anything we can fit in that spot. We've got a fair bit to play with, actually. Just not quite that much. Well, yeah, I suppose we could go back to it. 11 shielding will keep Kenneth in the fight for a lot longer. Yes, losing the spear is a pain. Of that, there is no doubt. But it is definitely worthwhile. Almost. Almost. If that was 21. Oh, this is 20. So yes, you can have that one. Alright, 13 shielding there, 24 armor. Not bad, man. Russell. This is a regular, fairly heavy shield. We haven't got anything better than that. No. It's a decent weapon. 60 there for 7 and 2. Got anything better? No, I don't think so. Russell, you're as well equipped as I can make you for now. This dude drops a pretty decent one. You got a better sword there? Well, we'd lose a little bit, but not that much really. Sure. That gives us a little bit more room to play with your armor. Well, actually, yeah, we could. Not bad. Not bad. I wasn't expecting that, Spizzle. As for Jason, it's going to be hard to find a shield to fit in that fairly restrictive space. So instead, well, sure, let's upgrade your armor then. Liam, you're already pretty well equipped. I would love to give you a better armor, better shield, sorry, but that's not happening. Obsidia is as well equipped as I can make Obsidia. Now, do we have better armor for you? No, that is an amazing piece of armor. We need a better shield ultimately, but it's good enough for now. Okay, so with that done, let's turn these off so you can just get back to regular eating there. Sorry, I know, it sucks that you're on rations basically, but still. Now then, next up, we are going to want a couple of swords. Now we could make... actually, let me quickly show you. If we had it made out of this, we'd have a little bit of healing, but we would then have attract Goblin through using Darkwood. Obsidian, that's right, makes orcs. Tempting. Because our current, if we have a look, our current herbalist hut only has a healing of 1. But attract elf is so much better. And I think I would prefer to use the Darkwood for more damaging items. How much until we've got a new piece of research? Quite a while, actually. So I'm thinking we are going to just speed this along a little bit. Let's make some darkwood items. There we are. We've got enough amber to make a few swords. We would have something else in there, or we could go just for 5, 6, and 2. Not great. 4, 6, 2, and 1. That is actually reasonably nice. 4, 5, 2. What are the current swords that I've equipped people with? Let me have a quick check. 4, 6, 2, and 1. So these are made with wolf pelt. Yeah. Well, how much would we get for that? How much research points? Because ultimately I'm doing this more for the research points than anything else. We would get 6 research points if I use this. Same. In terms of weight, a bit lighter too. You're tempting me. Definitely tempting me. 3, no. We could even go with 2 malachites. We might get a nice item out of that if we're lucky. We could use steel. 7 damage, 6 and 2. But it becomes much heavier then. No, we're going to just see if we can make some interesting weapons. You never know, we might get leech alive. And that would be very, very much appreciated. Right, make as many of those as you can, which is going to be 2. And we'll get you working on that. And... sure, you can drop down into the bee ghost after you're finished with that. Okay, let's pass some turns then. It's about that time. I'm going to let them attack us. Because that's all we're going to be doing when we head out there anyway. Right, so with this wonderful new piece of armor, who is most likely to benefit from this? We need someone who's wielding roughly the same amount. You drop 1 dexterity and gain 1 shielding. I think that's worthwhile. Yes, okay, we accept. Production-wise, good, you're continuing on with that. Oh, that's right, we've got a new black sword. Oh, okay, just ended up a little bit better damage. I mean, it's not terrible, I suppose. The poison being higher is nice. And it is lighter, so for you, sure, I'll equip that. We'll find someone else who would do well with this. I mean, we've got enough room. Oh, no, we don't. We're 10 off. What am I talking about? Still, would be nice to have that poison in there. How about you? A better weapon to be certain. Swap that down, and we'll just wait for another couple to be made. Okay, 2 skull battle there. Not exactly what I want to play with, but we'll see. There we are. Now you're going to be helping out here. So equipment wise, what's the second one we've got? Okay, range damage. Actually not a bad one for a warrior. You'd lose 5 damage though. How much damage you do? You'd go down to 15 damage, but you would... Well, actually, no. You would lose... you would lose 3 damage. But potentially only 1 if you were attacking a wounded enemy for a fair chunk extra... extra weight allowance. Not that you've got much to put there yet, but that isn't a bad weapon for you to have. At all. Sure, okay, we'll go with that. In terms of our research, we're most of the way there now. Right now, that's the main thing that we're focusing on. Let's see about making some shields, though. Now, what will we end up there? 4 armor, 7 shielding. It's not bad, certainly. 4, 7, 1. But it's weighty. Really weighty. 3 and 6. It's not really looking good there. I'm not sure that would be a very good exchange. Go with Darkwood down here. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. In terms of armors, I wonder what we could make with Darkwood. Let's have a look at you. Quilted cloth. Not really. No, I don't think we're going to be going with that. However, we may be able to make a nicer tool here. It's going to be heavy, mind you, but a good amount of crafting, so sure. We'll get that made. And I may give that to, well, one of the stay-at-home crafters, I think. We don't want them going out. Right, 5 unliving rats. This is the fight that we've been waiting for. We didn't want to go out without having this already here. So, we've got first move. Your first action would be marvelous. Unfortunately, Oxford is on that side. Alright. Rivsung, let's get you into position. And is there anyone else who'd be able to take that out in one go? No. Okay, Rivsung, let's move you forward then. There you are. Now you're out of the way of anyone who might have piercing attacks. Both of them are already in play, alright. Well, given that then, we don't really need anyone particularly strong here. I would like to give you a stonking good shield though. So let's make sure that happens. That being said, I can just move Obsidian Mist to the front of the queue. That would also be useful. We will see. Yeah, if I move Obsidian Mist to the front, first action there, then I can patch Rivsung up with a lot more shielding. There we are. You should be able to handle anything coming your way now. Let's get you in. Patch you up as well. There we go. Should be able to handle any amount of incoming damage at this point. And then from this point on, we'll just dump everyone in. We've got a lot of shielding now. We'll bite our way through this group. I could send someone to the front just to help out a little bit. I may as well, I suppose. Sure, Manu, you can go to the front. We've got this. They're not going to be able to do enough damage. And that's one down. It didn't matter that they both focused on the same one. Wasn't going to change anything there. There we are. And you can start dealing your damage there. And we've already won, really. Oh, you actually managed to hold on. We took a little bit of wounding. But not too much of one. 6 wounds, actually, I say not too much. Right, guard bracelet. Bad quality, unfortunate, but it does give extra damage, some gathering, and find weakness. That's
the skies darken, and a sudden heavy hailstorm descends upon your village.
Gather up our people.
The hailstorm is really bad. Some people are getting injured, bad.
Take cover.
The hail is so large and dense that it breaks through your granary's roof.
Run out and try to strengthen the roof with whatever we can. We will easily win this. There is no universe in which we're not going to win a 1-star physical challenge with our entire colony. So yeah, we're fine. I will, you know what, just to make this a little bit better, have we got anyone who can bolster? Not really. It's only a 3. Yeah, counter tactic, just takes you out of the fight. You're going to hit someone, but it really doesn't matter who. And we'll just get everyone into play. And we will allow this to go through. There we go. Go ahead. And once again. It's fine. And so that is the physical challenge over with. I mean, we had the entire settlement there to help.
You managed to patch up the roof in time so that very little food was damaged and your people only got minor injuries.
Hooray! Make your repairs and rejoice. I approve. And we got a level up. Okay, so how did this one go? Russell is more willful, Jason is more stealthy, Sarah is much more tactical, Svizzle has a much more acute sixth sense. J. Parnassus, much better at gathering. Oxherd, a little bit better at herbalism. Obsidian Mist, a little bit better at stealth. Kenneth, a bit better at gathering. Makes sense. Liam, a bit more dexterous. Rivsung, a bit healthier. Sean is just better at deflecting blows. Manu has been practicing their dueling a little bit. They've gotten a little bit better at feinting. And Fitz a bit more tactical. Not a bad level up, all things said and done. In fact, I'm quite happy with it. As for this piece of equipment, though, whoa, very nice. Let's see. How heavy is it? 9. You could have that. Yeah, I like that, actually. On you specifically because of the gathering. Yeah, okay. As for this, well, we may find... It's not going to be any of the you, though. Sure. The extra shielding I would approve of. Right, with that, I think we're more or less done here. We're just going to gather the resources back from here. There we go. Nice and simple like. We'll also get rid of this shield too. I know it was a good quality, but I don't think we need it. Right, how close are we to the next level? We're close enough that I'm fairly certain we're going to get it with this one craft. So we're going to pass one more turn. Womp. Oh, drat one off. Well, scallywag, I guess. Let's see. What do we want to make just to get that last little bit? Sure, we'll make a less awesome one. Still crafting of 3. That's not terribly bad. Let's get you up there helping out. And one turn. Let's go. And there we go. We've got a couple of new tools besides. And with that, we can either go for granite, which is tempting, certainly, or we can get unlocked jewelry or even two-handed swords. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, we want to make this out of granite or something similar, quarry stone, because we want to have a decent amount of items. I think the best you can make will get you 4 items a turn, but you'd be doing pretty well if you can hit 3. That being said, getting crazy weapons for our main combatants would be very nice as well. Or medium armors. Lots of options there, but I think we're going to leave that choice for the next video. I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode, sad as it was to see Casey go. But in the next one, we will be heading back out and quite likely going to the Goblin Village. We're going to need a bit of a talkie group for that. And then we'll be heading up to the Snakes and Spiders Nest, so a combat-y group as well. We're probably going to be taking maybe not 9, but 7 people at the very least. But that is going to be it from me. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.